Hi everybody, it's Felicia, woohoo! And I am here with another collection from the Wild Whisper Designs. Now this collection here is called the Strong and Free, and it has a lot more stuff to go with it, but I have the papers. What I have right now is I have the stamp and the papers. So I'm going to go and start with the stamp set so I can show you what that looks like. This is the stamp set here, and it is the Wild and Free stamp set. And you have home and native land. You have a deer, I think this is a branch, a small leaf branch. And the Canadian maple leaf, I think this is. It looks like a maple leaf, or the Canadian leaf. And then we have... the list looks like fingerprints, but we have some designs here, and we have Stay Clever, Strong and Free, and then we have either, I think this is a wolf, or yeah, it looks like a wolf or a fox, maybe, and then we have another deer, and then we have designs here. So this stamp set comes with the collection Strong and Free. And so you have the outline of the wolf here, which I can so see myself doing something with this, because you have the filled in part and then the outline. This is going to be cool. I'm going to use this. Okay. And then we have our cards. I took everything out the package already. And this is the 4x6 cards and the 3x4 cards. And so I'm going to go over them first with you. And here it is, the Canadian maple leaf. Isn't it beautiful? I love the red. I love the red. And then you have a deer on the back. Home and native land, and then you have another, like a leaf on the back, and then here you go, the more of the maple leaves, and then this is the back, and then this is the front of this card, paddle, and then the back. True and Patriot Love, and then you have the back, if you can read that. It says, I hope that people will finally come to realize that there is only one race, the human race, and that we are all members of it. Margaret A. Wood. Or Atwood, sorry. I can't see, even though I got my glasses on. And I love this one because it's a double-double. For us coffee drinkers, we know what that means. And then back there. And then we have, oh, I guess it can go either way. And oh, I guess it goes this way. And then you have a red heart here on the back. And you have some more foliage, that's what it is. Foliage, okay, I finally got it. Oh my God, oh, I forgot to show you the back. Then we have Glorious plus Free, and there goes the Canadian flag. And then we have the front of this one, and then in the back. This is me sometimes, Then you have some more foliage. And a nice little axe on the back. Here. And Canada on the back. And then Strong and Free. And another design on the back. So that is the 3x4 cards. And here are the 4x6 cards. Here. I'm going to be using this on my layout. I have an idea for this already. So I'm going to be using, not this, but this. There's a paper in there. You'll see it when I get to it with that design. Another one here. The Wild is Calling. Woohoo! Sounds like my house. And so these are great. And the quality, like I said, guys, is awesome. So you really like this collection here. I love the boldness of this collection. I really do. I'm all about being bold anyway. So then we have the 12x12 papers here. And this little insert comes in the package. I just took it out so it could show you kind of like what it looks like when you get it. And then, so here's the papers. So we have, wow, this is nice. I can tell you guys, the quality to these papers are really, really nice. Look at this. Look at this. These are like a flower. And then on the back you have some type. And this is kind of like a peach color, I would say. And you got another one here. Look at that. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Just love it. My gosh. If you have not ordered from Wild Whisper Designs yet, you are missing out. I'm not kidding. Because these papers are awesome. I love them. They're so nice. They're so smooth. Oh my goodness. Look at this. I'm going to use this too on another layout too. I already spotted this. See, this is the one I was telling you about. I'm going to use this pattern on the layout, on my layout here that I'm going to show you today. So this is the other side. Wow, look at how deep that red is. Wow, wow. Oh my goodness, this is great. And this is the first time I'm opening this. So I'm looking, oh, my favorite. Oh, this is so awesome. Look at that. Really awesome. Awesome, awesome. Oh my gosh. Almost looks like a ribbon in the sky almost. Have you ever seen a ribbon in the sky? You go to these faraway places, these different countries, and you'll see like a ribbon in the sky. Well, if you come here to California and you go to Bodega Bay, and if I don't know when it happens, but you'll get a chance to see something like this sort. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And then you see there's more of the maple leaves here. There you go. So that is the collection. So I am going to go ahead and get started on my layout here. And I think I might be using, I'm not sure, something out of the either the 4x6 or the 3x4. And if not, I'm going to use them in my Project Life, because I love using these in my Project Life, especially the ones with the lines already drawn on it. And then the ones like this for like filler cards, you know. This is awesome. See, so yeah, you guys, if like I said, if you haven't ordered from the Wild Whisper Designs, please do. So anyway, so on with the video for the layout. I'll see you in a little bit. Bye-bye. Okay, so I have already cut this. I started cutting this before I turned on the video, so I apologize for that. So I cut this in a diagonal triangle, whatever you want to call it, shape. And I am going to use this beautiful paper. This was an eye catcher for me when I first opened the package. I was like, wow, this is going to be great. I love these colors, this color combination. So what I decided to do is use this fun-filled color combination of this pattern paper for this fun photo of my two grandchildren and my youngest daughter. We took them to the park, the two little guys there, and they had a great time. And so they were inside of this kind of thing that looks like a brick wall, a fake brick wall. And so I decided to go ahead and just snap that photo of them there. They were just sitting there talking for a little bit, just relaxing after roughhousing throughout the playground there. And I wanted to go ahead and capture that photo of the fun times that they always have when they're together, all three of them. And all four of us usually hang out the most, though. It really is a great time dealing with that. So um, I decided to go ahead and use some cut files there. And I got these cut files from the Spiegelmom Scraps from a while ago. I was on the design team, and so I decided to go ahead and use them. I love the circles and how they overlap each other. They're kind of like messy circles, but they're even messy circles, and I really love that. So decided to go ahead and use those. And some of the stamp set pieces here from the Wild Whisper Designs, and which I am a stamper, by the way. I do make cards. I love stamping. And so I wanted to go ahead and use this triangular banner to create an edged border. Instead of putting paper on that edged border, I'm going to use this stamp, and it's going to cover that up. And so you can see there where I kind of got half of it on, but I'm really good at going over it, and there you go, having it stamped again so it doesn't look like, oh my gosh, she's going to mess it up. So I pretty much try to stamp a straight enough line, but once the paper is down, it really didn't matter too much. You can see that there. So it turned out pretty good, and I'm glad it did, because it's hard to really get a stamp line straight with me. It's hard for me to get any line straight. So, and if you've been with me for a while, you know that's one of my biggest challenges is trying to cut straight or get anything straight. So I usually have to have a ruler on hand, draw a line, or just use my cutter, because it's just not going to work with me with straight lines. And then my HEG gun started acting up, and I finally fixed it. I figured out what was wrong with it. It was hilarious when I figured out what was wrong with it. So, but I decided to go ahead and use another tape runner here during the layout, and or during making this layout. So I'm going to go ahead and glue these little messy circles down on each end of this beautiful photo here. and I just love this look. It just, I don't know what it is about it, but it just kind of makes me wonder what can I do, what else I can do with these messy circles and some more of the Wild Whispers Designs papers, because this is something that I decided to go ahead and just kind of wing here. So I'm going to go ahead and I accidentally going to give you a preview here of a piece that is not going to be out for a while, and I apologize for that, but I'm accidentally giving you a sneak here, so don't hate me for it. But you're gonna love the next collection that's coming out. It's awesome, so I can't wait for that to come out, and then in that way you get a chance to see more of the Wild Whisper Designs paper collection. Um, okay, so this is going to be part of the title, and that little border that I'm putting at the bottom there is a little puffy border. And that is from one of my Freckled Fawn kits. I have so much of those left over that I had to discontinue for a little while until I get, start using up some of them because, whoo, I mean, I wasn't using them up fast enough. So I have a bunch of that. And I am going to be using bits and pieces of that, and that is part of that's not going to be the title. First I was going to put that there as a title, but I changed my mind. So I'm going to put it down the bottom because I had another idea that popped into my head, and I'm going to put it right here. So the title is going to be called Fantastic Journey, and at the bottom is going to just say some of the things that these three are like. And they are amazing, and they are strong and free, and I just love these three because and my other two children, because what we do is we're training them pretty much, if you want to say, I know it sounds kind of crazy, but it's we're training them to be well-rounded. So in other words, to know a little bit about everything that's going on in the world that is around them, things that they are learning along the way. I raised my three children that way, and they are well-rounded because they can talk to anybody about any subject. Even though they were born in different decades, they could still talk to people about a lot of things. I've taught my children quite a bit, and that's the one thing that I just really am proud of, because at the time when I was doing this, I didn't think they were learning anything because you know how kids are, they're easily distracted. But as time went on and I've watched them carry on conversations, I've watched them in school, I've watched them around their peers, and I've heard them, overheard them around their peers. I'm amazed at how much actually stuck with them as they, became adults. So I'm really proud of that. And so that's what we're working on with my grandchildren. So, and we're hoping that sticks with them too, and that they learn as well, and they'll be well-rounded, to know a little bit about the world and what's going on, the past, because someone had said, if you don't, you won't know the future unless you deal with the past. I mean, that is so true. You have to learn how to deal with the past in order for you to move on and learn more of the future. So, I mean, I don't know. That's how I feel. That's how I was raised. So, I'm going to do the same thing with my children. So, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you make sure that you tune in or go to the Wild Whispers Design stop there. Not stop, but site. They have some wonderful stuff, and you will not regret it, guys. Thanks for watching, and take care. Bye bye.